What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I know it's been a long time since I recorded anything, but we're in quarantine, so what better time to do it than now? You feel me? I know that this topic is a topic that can be very triggering for a lot of people. So I want to be as sensitive as possible while relaying the convictions that I have, as well as the facts that I found while speaking to a lot of women. Pornography and masturbation is a struggle for women too. It is not something that we openly discuss because there's a lot of shame and condemnation that plays in. But my hope is that this is the beginning of those conversations and a process to walking in freedom. I was having a discussion with some guy friends of mine, and they were telling me, why is it that this topic is only something that is tagged for men? It is as if women do not struggle with porn and masturbating. It made me think, and to be fair, I did not want to talk about this on camera. It was just something that I wasn't ready for. But I spoke to my roommate, I prayed about it, and then I started doing some research, talking to lots of women who gave me the facts that I'm about to list. Number one, it is not just single women that struggle with pornography and masturbation. Number two, it's not just single women that are still in the process of walking out in freedom. Some women went through sexual abuse at a young age, which led them into engaging in porn, masturbating, or doing both. Number five, some women were bored and decided that they wanted something for instant gratification, and so they turned to porn. Number six, some women used it as a tool for educating themselves before marriage. Now I get this. This is a topic that is still very sensitive for people to talk about. And I know when I was going through my struggles, it was hard for me to talk about it. We're in quarantine, and quarantine can make us do things that we don't want to do because we're seriously bored. I was reading somewhere that there's been a 5.7% spike in the number of people that are visiting porn sites. 40 million Americans are regular visitors to pornography sites. What is the most jarring thing for me was that the day that people watch porn the most is on a Sunday. With all these numbers, it makes me wonder, how many or what is the percentage of women that are engaging in porn based on the numbers that I found? The Bible tells us to flee from sexual sin and immorality. Merriam-Webster defines flee as to run away from danger and run towards a place of security. That place is Jesus Christ. He welcomes us with his arms wide open, and there's no sin, there's no shame, and there's no struggle that is too hard for him to handle. I remember when I was going through my own struggles, it was a problem talking to anyone because there was shame, there was condemnation, and I didn't want people to see me as this person who was struggling with porn and masturbating. So I prayed, I read scripture, and I really just spent so much time with the Lord. And that's when he convicted me that this is something that I need inner healing for, among other things, and something that I actually need to talk to somebody about. So I reached out to my roommate. I also spoke to accountability partners. And that is when I saw that, okay, this is something that I need to do through inner healing, as well as other topics that I needed to discuss when I was going through inner healing. As a church community, I really believe that we need to create safe spaces for people to be able to come to speak to anybody in their circle, really, without feeling any shame or condemnation. Now, I'm not an expert on this. I would suggest that you ask your church community if there's an inner healing ministry that you can go to. Speak to a therapist. Go for counseling. A friend of mine also suggested a book called Every Woman by Shannon Aldridge, which I'll link below. And I'll also link below the inner healing ministry that I went to. And hopefully this is something that we could start talking about, and you can start your journey to freedom. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.